What's up YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Undergrad Forum. Now in this video it is a product review again, and you may be wondering, okay, so why is this guy who's always talking about academic and med school stuff and pre-med stuff, why is he reviewing products? Well, it's part of, I guess, being in med school of liking certain things, your hobbies, and wanting to share them. So you can't always talk about medicine, that gets a bit boring or a bit tiresome, even for my audience. So let's talk about some other things that I like, and photography is one of them. So over this kind of Thanksgiving break, I got a pretty good deal on my first DSLR. I got a Canon T3, what many consider a base or a baseline DSLR, which is fine by me because the Canon T3 has more functions than I even know what to deal with. Previously to this, I was using a Canon Rebel SLR using like true film, but that got kind of pricey with the whole development and I didn't like that. So here I have my first DSLR that I'm using to record this video. And it came with a 18 to 55mm kit lens. It came with it. It was just part of the deal I got. And I wanted a telescoping lens, so I got this Canon lens off of Amazon. And I didn't buy it directly off Amazon. I got it off of one of like the authorized dealers. So it was quote unquote refurbished, but it looks brand new. And it was a bit cheaper, so I like that. And so I got the Canon EFS 55 to 250mm f4 to 4.5, oops, sorry, 4 to 5.6 IS2. So it does come with image stabilization. You can get this lens in what's considered like the SLR format, that doesn't have the image stabilization. I got it, and I'll show you why. So let's go ahead and open this thing on up. All right, so opening it, little cover here. Let me make sure it's nice and in focus for you. All right, and it kind of comes bubble wrapped and such, and there's the lens. And what else do we get? We get a little bit of like product info, warranty, and the actual booklet itself that I doubt anyone would actually read, but I'm sure there's someone out there that does. So let's move all these out of the way, and let's take a look at the lens itself. Let me just focus here. I apologize if this camera makes any noise, but the kit lens on it is pretty noisy. All right, so here is the lens itself. Comes with a nice little Canon lens cap, little cap here as well from Canon that you put into your camera. All right, let's take a look at it. So, again, I meant to, let's just, I'll bring it up close and focus for you. All right, this focus is horrible on this thing. All right. So what do we have? We have the EFS 55 to 250mm with image stabilizer, and it says it's macro 1.1 meters to 3.6 feet. Okay, so what does that mean? You can go from 55mm, let's just come all the way out. I'll show you how the lens does get a bit big. So you go from 55 all the way to 250, and when you come all the way out. So when in total, it's not exactly a small thing. So I actually took this lens out to the park a couple days ago to take a look at some. There's a beautiful park by my place that has this pond, ducks, plenty of birds. So fun to use this kind of telescoping lens to get close up to the animals. And it's not exactly small when you put it at the end of your camera. You kind of feel a little weird walking with this around, but it does have a bit of size to it in the sense. It's a little, I mean, my hand's not exactly small, but it's a bit big in my opinion, but that's, I guess, comes with it. So here's the actual lens itself. Does say it's here. You want to take a look at this part? Maybe you do, I don't know. So it does come with okay, so as with almost with all lenses from Canon, actually I'm sure with all of them, you have autofocus, manual focus, and very important to me, the stabilizer. So I was taking pictures with this and I turned the stabilizer off to see, well, was it worth the extra cost of getting it with the IS? And I can tell you it absolutely was. I mean, my hands are pretty stable, but when you're kind of zoomed out a pretty decent distance, or zoomed in, excuse me, there is a little bit of shake. And when I turned on the image stabilizer, say you're looking at the feathers of a bird, it made it crisp and clean. So I have to give it credit for it actually working. The extra, I don't know, maybe $75 a cost to get this version was, in my opinion, worth it. So here's the lens. And the reason why I'm making this video is that when I was trying to get this, I didn't see any kind of good video where I could look at it close up. So I'm going to go ahead and spin it for you nice and slow for whatever detail you may want to look at for the camera or the lens when you're considering getting it yourself. And I'll take this side off for you. It is, okay, so everyone's going to complain. It is plastic. This part is not metal. But the actual kit lens I noticed that came with my Canon is also plastic. And I even checked on the Canon website, these are plastic. I don't know why they're not metal, but this one, it is plastic. I don't know why. And if you want to take a look at the lens as I guess kind of open her up. That's kind of, maybe I can show you inside if that would be of value to you. Don't know if it would be, probably not, but hey. Irrespective, there you go, guys. I'll try to put some links in descriptions from the pictures I took with this lens. I am impressed. It is fast to focus, I have to tell you. That was one thing I was worried about, because my kit lens at times, as you can tell even with this video, it takes a while to focus, almost, I don't know if that's normal, but to me it feels like it's kind of lagging. But this lens is actually better than the kit lens that it came with for this camera, and it focuses quickly. Even when I had this thing all the way out to 250, and I was focusing on a little duck in a little pond I didn't want to get too close to, it was quick to focus, and I even had it on the continuous mode. I am extremely pleased with this. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want to see some pictures. Let me know if you actually have this lens or a different one you would want to recommend. And as always, enjoy your studies.